Welcome to John Michael's Rockbox. I'm your host, John Michael. I get to host this show that, well, it's a show about you. If you're a musician, if you're a solo artist, if you're a painter, if you write books, your dance club, well, I'd like to hear from you. Send me your information to jmrockbox@mcaet.org. All right, we'd like to hear from you, and somebody will get right back to you. Now, also, if you'd like to watch the show, simply go to mcaet.org/watch, and you'll see all the variations on how you can watch the Rockbox. And, well, this show really wouldn't last without you, so we do definitely need your donations. And visit mcaet.org/donate. We'd like to welcome you to the Rockbox, and with that being said, let's head on over and meet our guest. And welcome to the Rockbox. Welcome to the Rockbox. It's good to have you along today. Now, we're going to go a little bit of different direction today. I'm really excited about this. I found out we were going to record this group of very talented musicians. And what I'm going to do first is introduce you to Samantha. Hi, Samantha.
Hello.
And let Samantha introduce you to the name of the band, and then we can just run down the list and let everybody, either you introduce or let them introduce themselves.
Great. Well, my name is Samantha Samuels, and I'm a member of the education department at the Monterey Jazz Festival. Monterey Jazz Festival is actually one of the longest running jazz festivals in the entire world, and it's right here, of course, in Monterey. And we've been running for 58 years. Ooh. And almost all of that time, we've had education programs running across the county in Monterey. It's really a core part of our values here. One of our longest running programs is called the Traveling Clinicians, and right now I'm surrounded by them. We're a full band. We represent each instrument in the band, and we partner with over 24 schools all across Monterey County. These guys and ladies live all over the country, and they come to Monterey every month to work with jazz bands around the county. And so I'd like them to introduce themselves.
My name is Vince Laureano. I'm the drum clinician. I live in San Francisco, and I've been involved in this program for 30 years since it started with Jimmy Lyons.
Hi, my name is Eddie Mendenhall, and I am the piano clinician. I was also a student in the program, so I'm now working with my mentors as a mentor.
Nice.
My name is Scott Steed. I'm the bass clinician for the program. I've been doing it since 1990, so 25 years, I guess. So
wow, well done.
And I am Tammy Brown, and I'm the vocalist clinician. This is my first experience with this, and it's been amazing.
Right.
Hi, my name is Gary Meek. I'm the saxophone clinician. I've been doing this, I guess, about 4 years, maybe. And I grew up in LA, and I moved to the Monterey area about 6 years ago.
And I'm Peck Almond. I'm the trumpet clinician. I've been in the program for 10 years, and I come out from New York City every month, and I'm proud to be a part of the program.
Nice.
I'm Bruce Foreman. I'm the guitar clinician, and I've been involved in the program since '91. I guess that makes about 25 years, and I was also involved with the program even before the clinicians started when we had summer camps around the area. And it's been a wonderful ride and seen a lot of great students, and they've taught me a lot just through their inspiration and their interest and everything. It's really an amazing exchange.
Well, this sounds like it's a fabulous, fabulous organization. Really?
It is, and we're really excited about what we're doing this week. This week we've formed kind of a new band called Monterey Jazz Festivals in the Schools. Typically we work with jazz bands, but this week we're trying to make an effort to reach out to students all across the county,
right.
Music students, but also students who may not have had the chance to pick up an instrument yet. Oh. And this is their chance to be introduced to this music and what it's about, and to hear what some great musicians can really do.
Well, yeah, and it sounds like a lot of you guys so far, ladies and gentlemen, have been involved with this for a while, you know, and it seems like, I don't know, I can feel a good vibe from every single one of you. Don't you have a drummer? Would you call him a clinician?
He was the first one.
The first one. Sorry, sorry, my right ear is bad today. Let's do it again, just because.
Okay, Vince Laureano, drum clinician.
Here you go. There he is. See, it's just me. I know, but he was here. I just like drummers because that's what I do sometimes. Well done. So, you know, I'm just the way you guys described yourselves and being part of this group and doing what you do, it sounds like it's, well, a lot of fun, right?
Oh, it's a great time.
Great time for everybody.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And vocals for your first time, how do you like it?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right.
Unbelievable.
One really exciting thing about these shows is that we actually, in addition to all the pros that we have up here, we're lucky enough to be able to invite some of our really talented student musicians from Monterey County. We've got an all-county band called the Monterey Jazz Festival All-Stars, and we're featuring some of the real great students from that group on these shows. So we have kids, high school students performing for students all over the county, and together between all the full week of shows that we're producing, they'll be playing for upwards of 4,000 kids. Yeah, so we have students who are really excited to share this music with their peers and to inspire them to pick up their instruments.
This is very nice. So you know what you're going to do? What we're going to do right now is listen to this band and see, so you can get an idea of how much fun these guys actually really do have with each other. And then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more with these guys. All right, so hang tight. Thanks for hanging out at the Rockbox, and let's check out some jazz.
Oh, when the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, oh, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. When the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, oh, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. It's out. Move if you want to. Yeah. Here we go again. When the saints go marching in, sing it if you know it. When the saints go marching in, oh, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, when the saints go marching in, oh, I want to be in that number when the saints go marching in. Yeah, put your hands together. Marching, marching, we go marching. Marching, marching, we go marching. Marching, marching, we go marching. Whoa, marching, marching, we go marching. Marching, marching, we go marching.
Well, you see what I mean? You gotta love the jazz. Not only are these guys great musicians, but there's a bunch of comedians standing here as well. trust me, we were having conversation a little bit. You know what? We failed to introduce one young lady there.
Yes, hello, my name is Misha Scott, and in this production I play the role of a soloist. Instead of using a musician to solo, I use my body. I'm a professional dancer.
Hey, well, you incorporate a lot of stuff in this. All you need is somebody who does painting.
Next show, we try to engage our audience in as many ways as we can.
Yeah.
So we have them singing, we have them moving, and Misha's a big part of helping them do that. They're playing percussion. We were really trying to engage them at all levels in this music.
Right. And being that a lot of schools anymore, other than the MCAT where we do a lot of our Rockbox, schools taking music out of school, music out of the school period, it's just, I don't know. Because when I was going to school, all that was involved. You know, kids need an outlet. Music's a great outlet, you know, and you guys are there to help them see what what they're missing, but to see that there's stuff for them to get involved with. Music is like the best outlet that they can really get involved in, you know, and, you know, so how do you feel teaching? I mean, of course you get to play and do what you love, but knowing that you've got even probably adults going, oh, you know, I like what these guys are doing. What if I could do that? How does that feel for you?
Well, I think it's a great thing. It's very important for kids to feel involved, but also feel involved in the community when they're not just part of their school, but they're also part of the bigger community, and they play with many different generations, and they feel part of their future, and they have a stake in it and responsibility. But I do feel that while your statement is very true, that there's a lot of pressure right now economically on schools with music programs and arts programs in particular. There are a lot of unsung heroes. There are a lot of music programs out there where teachers are coming in early for no extra money just to make sure bands are happening, and are bringing their own materials and buying their own materials and are fighting to fight. And if I can do anything, it's to extol the watchers to get involved and help this, and whether it be talking to the elected officials to make sure it's funded, or whether they join the boosters and become part of the support network that makes this happen, because there are some really dedicated humans along with these people here who are ensuring that this music reaches out to the kids.
And that's a big magnet for a lot of people, is to see and hear what you guys do. Okay, so they hear and they watch you guys and they go like, man, that looks like fun. And then for you guys to exude the fact that this is for you. This is to let you see what you can do, like what we're doing, and enjoying yourselves doing that.
Exactly.
You know, so you know, being a magnet like that, that's a great thing. So clap for all you guys. Well done. Great job. I really like that. Let's talk about rehearsal. How do you guys what do you do? Okay, we're going to play this. Everybody learn on your own. Show up and then you run through? Or
that's how jazz basically works. We all do our homework at home. We all have a common experience through our professional experience, but also our growing up and listening to records. You know, we all have listened to the same records or similar records, and there's a body of common knowledge that we all arrive with. And then through that, we determine what material we're going to play. We talk it through and we refine it to fit the various strengths we have. And we come up with something, and then really we just start with almost like a blueprint, you'd call it. And then through improvisation and being just great musicians, we make it up as we go.
I like that. This is like a lot of the bands that I play with, just cover bands, where nobody really rehearses because everybody's doing a bunch of different bands. So, okay, we're going to learn blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. Learn it on your own. When we get together, we'll run through it, and then we'll play it. So everybody needs to learn your parts right. It usually turns out all right. You know? So we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more. We're going to want to see some more of you guys play. Okay? And then we'll talk a little bit more of whatever you guys feel, what's on your hearts, and what you want to say about this whole great organization that you're doing. All right? So let's check out these guys once more, and we'll be back to talk with this great jazz band right after this. Hang tight. Watch this. welcome back to the Rockbox. Man, this has been a great show. I really appreciate you guys coming in and doing this. This is really awesome. Oh, let's talk about websites before we jump into a couple of the questions I've got for a couple of your members. So how can people find you?
Well, we're located right here. Monterey Jazz Festival is right here in Monterey. You can find us online at montereyjazzfestival.org.
.org. All right. Anybody can get involved, or did they just...
Monterey Jazz Festival is most famous for our weekend festival every September. But we actually have education programs happening all year long. And on our website, montereyjazzfestival.org, you can learn about who's playing at our festival, as well as all the different programs that we have. From our traveling clinicians, you can learn more about them on our website, and also find out how to participate in that program, as well as this concert that we're doing this week, Monterey Jazz Festival in the schools. We have one other really huge student festival, jazz festival, every year, each spring, called the Next Generation Jazz Festival. And that's where Monterey Jazz brings 3,000 students from across the country into downtown Monterey.
Wow.
And they all come to play and they compete. And it's all for the chance for those winning bands to come back and play at the festival in September.
Oh.
So that's another event that's not only open to local schools here in Monterey, but to bands around the country.
That's nice. That's excellent. Yeah, it's a little thing to kind of boost them up, something to look forward to.
It is, and it's also just a great community event.
Yeah.
The caliber of students that we get at the Next Generation Jazz Festival is just astounding. Many of them are rising stars. They also come back. Many of them audition to join. We have a nationwide all-star band called the Next Generation Jazz Orchestra. So the level of talent that comes here is amazing, and it's inspiring if you live in the area and you want to come hear some great music. It's an outstanding and free event for this entire community, and it just makes you feel good seeing so many students who are so passionate about this music and working so hard to play this music at such a high level.
That's excellent. This is great. What a day. So, I think we kind of touched on improvisation and certain things like vocals. All right, so because we have a lot of kids that really come to this building, that vocals are a big priority for them.
Oh, wow.
So maybe you give some tips and, like vocal warm-ups or, do's and don'ts.
Well, some tips would begin with, since it is a part of your body,
right,
you have to make sure that you're eating right, healthy foods, lots of water, stay hydrated, fair amount of exercise, just to take care of your body as your voice is a part of that. And then doing some technical vocalizing. What I like to do before I start singing is just hum in some of the lower registers, and that humming sort of creeps up to higher registers, and that gets my voice ready to handle a song that's demanding either vocally powerfully or soft, but I'm ready in every register of my voice when I'm ready to sing.
Yeah, I like that. You know what Bono does? Bono makes animal noises in the dressing room. He does. He makes quacking noises.
Quack, quack,
yes,
quack, quack.
I read it. He was talking about it. I read this little interview. All right. So dance, for example. Okay, you become part of that. Is there? Okay, there's got to be a lot of stretching exercise now.
There's a lot of stretching. So while these gentlemen are warming up on their instruments and this lady is warming up her voice, I am busy off to the side stretching, making sure that my body is warm. It's important to take care of it.
Right.
When we are in the rehearsal process, there's a lot of stopping and restarting, and as a dancer, we have to, I have to keep my body warm and prepared at all times to move fast, to move slow, high, low to the ground, just to be prepared for that improvisational feel of creativity, making sure that I'm ready to do anything at any time.
Wow. Well, all these guys, honestly, are all very talented. You've come together. You're doing a great thing. I think it's fabulous. You're showing your talents. You're having fun. You're showing something to people that probably it's a losing art. I mean, unless they catch it somewhere by accident, and this kind of show is to really open doors for people and see these kinds of things. So I really appreciate you guys coming, taking some time coming onto the Rockbox, even though it's a jazz band, but they rock.
Right on.
No, really, Rockbox is just a name. So listen, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank everybody here once again for coming by. Maybe we can do this again. You know, if you're
Absolutely, yeah.
when you come back around, we could sit down and maybe talk a little bit more to each one individually, especially the drummer. All right, thanks for coming to the Rockbox. We're gonna maybe go out a little bit of something from these guys. We'll see you again next time.
On the trumpet, Gary Meek on saxophone, Joshua Alfaro on conga drums, Vince Laureano on the drums, Scott Steed on bass, Bruce Foreman on guitar, Eddie Mendenhall on piano, and the wonderful Tammy Brown on the vocals.